confidence coming in. But
yeah, that's a good team that we beat, but they're on a back-to-back and 3 and 4. So you know, I think there might have been some tired legs on that side, but it was a good game. We just happened to get a couple late in the game. You know, 1-goal game up there until about 6-minute mark. So yeah, it was a good effort tonight. It's fun to win, but it's one game and just move on now.
Do you guys feel like you're on a pretty good roll? I mean, you didn't lose in regulation in the month of February, and we're done.
I think we're confident right now, which that goes a long way when everybody's feeling good about themselves, and even if some guys have a bad night, other guys are stepping up and having big games. So you know, you look at Charlie's line tonight; those guys were huge and really carried the pace. So when you have that effort from everybody, and you know you have the D playing the way they are back there and jumping up in the play and winning battles, you know, it's a lot of fun, and we just kind of feed off that from one another, and that confidence and positivity is contagious in the group, and we're just feeding off it.
Brad, the coach was saying before the game, this is not just another game. So the significance of this game to the players, because it's not just another game.
Well, it's just another game. You know, it obviously, you know, they're the top team in the league, and everybody wants to measure themselves against that team. But at the end of the day, you know, regular season and again, the schedules are a little different for each team. So, you know, you can catch teams on an off night. So, you know, it's a big test for the group. You know, and we had a good game, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's 2 points. So we'll feel good about it tonight and you know, worry about the next one tomorrow.
Is it good to have them 3 times in the last 20 games here to close out the season? Just get them.
Well, yeah, I mean, it happened last year, and you know, I think we are the better of them, and they still, you know, wiped us in playoffs. So again, regular season doesn't matter once you get into playoff time. So right now we worry about each and every game as it comes, and you know, we'll get to them at some point, but we're not going to worry about them for the next month until we get them again, and when we do, we'll focus on them, and then, you know, we'll worry about the next battle. But you know, I think the biggest thing about it is they play a very hard, fast game. So you know, you got to bring your tempo up, and you got to be ready to compete and be ready to skate and work. Otherwise, they'll expose you. So it just makes you prepared, makes you focused for that game. So
you shot 37 times in the you shot the 37 times, but just score once. And
I shot 37?
No, your team.
Oh.
Team, yeah. Shot 37 times, but just score once. And do you think their goaltender help have a very good performance?
Yeah, he made some big saves. They also had some big blocks at the right time. But you know, eventually we kept going, and you know, in the next 4 or 5 shots, we had 3 goals. So that's how it goes sometimes.
Brad, there's a whole thing about hockey players don't care about pain, but Achari got the thing, puck in the mouth the other night. Did you have any question whether he'd play?
No. You know, especially in this group here, it takes a lot more than a puck in the mouth to keep a guy out of the game. You know, you see what guys consistently play through here with broken bones and holes in their lungs and kidney stones and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just hockey players don't sit out because they get a sore thumb. You know,
but there's nothing like dental pain. I mean,
yeah, you can numb that up. That's not a big deal. So you play through, you stick a bubble on, and you know, those guys put the bubble on, they're lighting it up. So I think I might want a bubble now.
Were you trying to throw a change up there in the breakaway or no?
No, I mean, JD's breakaway, he cheated to the other side, so I knew if I got to move it to the left, there'd be a hole there. You know, I didn't have the greatest shot, but there's a hole there, so they found it.
Brad, you brought up kidney stones there. I was just going to ask you about Recchi, actually. I remember him telling me, you know, that you guys like to break the games down in sort of 5 games at a time or 3 games at a time and kind of evaluate where you are. You look at the last 5 games, let's say just isolate it there. What do you feel right now about this team?
That was definitely something we did that year.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we would kind of go on 5-game segments and try to focus on getting, you know, 7 or 8 points throughout that segment. But right now we have a little bit of a different mindset where we're kind of focused on 1 day at a time. You start looking ahead, and you can look past games or kind of give yourself a freebie here and there. I think right now we're just kind of worried about each and every day, and it also shortens the season a little bit when you start looking at the bigger picture, it can make it longer and
Yeah.
it can get exhausting. But right now, we're just kind of staying in the moment, and I don't think anyone's really looking at what we've done last month. No one talks about that in the room. It's it is what it is. We'll have fun about tonight, and we'll kind of let that go and worry about the next one. So I think we got a good mindset in the group right now, and we're just having fun with each other.
I was saying to coaches now, I listen to shows all over the league and stuff, and a lot of people are kind of using you guys as a measuring stick now, not just Tampa,
Mm-hmm.
What does that feel like to hear that?
It's a compliment, obviously, but there's a lot of good teams this year. I mean, you saw what teams did at the deadline. Everybody feels like they have a chance, and they do. Ultimately, whoever gets in playoffs has the same chance as any other team. Because health can become an issue, and lucky bounces and calls by the ref, like that all matters, and it's gonna go one team's way, and it's gonna go against another team, and whoever gets the most breaks normally ends up winning those series. So. It's a compliment at the same time. We're not overthinking how other teams feel about us. We're just, again, taking it day by day. And, obviously we know we have a good team, but, our goal is just to compete and see where we land.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you.